Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
How easy is it for somebody to hack your cell phone and secretly turn on your camera and spy on what you're doing? There's two ways of doing it. If somebody gets physical access to your phone, for example, your iPhone, and knows your passcode, it's really simple. There's software that you could buy over the internet for a few $100. One of the sites is called FlexiSpy, FLEXiSpy.com, and you could turn on somebody's camera, or you could read all their SMS messages, even the ones they deleted. You could intercept their phone calls. So if they're calling somebody, there's a way that you could interject yourself into the call so you could actually eavesdrop on the communications. And scary enough, they could see your location. So it's almost like having a GPS tracker on you. This does require that the bad person has physical access to the phone. Who usually does this? A significant other, a disgruntled other, somebody that might suspect you of cheating. The second way is remote exploitation, and that's usually law enforcement, FBI, nation state, national security agency. Exploits basically exploit vulnerabilities in software. And these exploits for iOS run for about $1.5 million or more. Android exploits are much cheaper because it's much easier to exploit an Android phone, so those only run about $200,000. And we all know that nation states pretty much have an unlimited budget, right? So if a nation state wants to compromise you, they could do it very stealthily and you would never know it's happening. There's no way to detect that you have malware on your device. One of the things that you can do to protect yourself and to protect your privacy is always make sure you're running the latest version of iOS that Apple releases. Use a strong passcode on your cell phone and don't tell anybody. And if you ever suspect that your phone might be infected with malware, what you could do is you could just reload the firmware. What it does is it puts your iPhone at the factory settings. So if there was any installed malware, that's off your phone now. So a lot of people ask me, how do they choose a good password? You know what my answer is? You don't. You use a password manager. There are hosted password managers like LastPass and 1Password, and then you have password managers that you could get for free called KeePass and Password Safe, and these allow you to basically manage your passwords. What does that mean? Imagine you go to a site, gmail.com, it will automatically generate a very secure password for you. Numbers, letters, symbols, just gibberish. And then every time you revisit the site, it automatically fills it in for you. It's so easy, you don't even have to remember your passwords. And the great thing about it is you're using a different password at every website. You're not reusing the password. There's no patterns to you choosing the password. So it makes it really hard for a hacker to break in. But how do you protect this? You have a master password that unlocks this. So that password should not even be a password. It should be a phrase, a sentence, a favorite lyric from a song. You know, maybe something like Mary Had a Little Lamb. Something that's long, probably 20, 25 characters, that's actually a phrase, because that unlocks all your passwords. And that really raises the bar and makes it tough for somebody to compromise your privacy, especially if you use a password manager and two-factor authentication at the same time.
Audio Jungle.